we've rolled out the musty old red carpet, steamed it up a little bit, and for today's guest, with us today, the stars of the new theatrical performance that brings some of the greatest movies of our time, reinvents them into a new exciting twist.
Dance.
That's exactly right, Jane.
It's called Dancing with the Movies, and the world premiere is this weekend in Greenville at the Texan Theater. And joining us today, as Mike said a little bit earlier, Academy Award-winning actress Shirley Jones. Her
Exciting twist.
Dance.
That's exactly right, Jane.
It's called Dancing with the Movies, and the world premiere is this weekend in Greenville at the Texan Theater. And joining us today, as Mike said a little bit earlier, Academy Award-winning actress Shirley Jones, her son and actor Patrick Cassidy, and Dancing with the Stars, Anna Trubinskaya. And I got it right.
You did.
We talked about it in the dressing room. Okay.
Well, if you were a native, you'd say Trubinskaya. How was that?
This is native Texan, Trubinskaya.
She's just being nice. All right, we'll dance later. I'll show you some of my moves. All right, but first, you guys are putting on the Dancing with the Stars movie. You've got a big cast and crew for it, and you're heading up, I understand, for some rehearsals even today. Tell us about it.
Yes, we are.
And
Yes, we are.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. No, I'm thrilled. I'm looking forward to seeing all the dancers, by the way. That'll be fun for me. They're going to show The Music Man at the theater, and I'm going to talk about making The Music Man and how it happened and stuff like that, you know.
And what specifically did happen on The Music Man?
Oh, he was there. He was there too. He was there too.
There's a quiet creation that happened.
Exactly
anyway,
right. Same
but
time.
We talk about in the show as well.
That's great.
You know, we've got some questions about the performance, but I just want to ask you real quick. When I walked in the lobby and you were sitting there, I was like, Shirley Jones. I mean, do people always react to you that way? How does that feel?
Well, you know, when you've been around as long as I have, and it's been a long time, believe me, and, you know, I've done a lot of films and, of course, a television series for 5 years.
Yes.
So I guess people do recognize me.
Although, although sometimes it's Florence Henderson.
That's right. That's right.
Well, that's what I thought was sitting there was Florence.
He was.
So how did this idea for this come about, this performance?
Well, dancing is kind of happening right now, which is good. It's the revival of dancing. I love it personally because that's my profession. And what a perfect combination to put dancing and singing together and do it to wonderful songs from absolutely famous movies and loved movies by everyone.
Cool idea.
And these two people gonna do the singing part and the acting part, and I'll dance.
It's a nice thing to sort of, you know, fuse movie musicals with the great scores, Rodgers and Hammerstein, West Side Story, with dance. You know,
It's a fun idea.
It's a great idea.
I mean, the interesting thing is that, you know, the very first musical that had dance propel the story was Oklahoma. You know, Showboat is considered the first movie musical, the American musical, but the first movie or the first musical that actually had dance,
That's right.
you know, continued was Oklahoma, where dance actually propelled the story forward.
That was the first.
So
good.
Besides, what are some of the movies that you're in?
West Side Story, the Music Man, Chicago, and. Speaking of which, I could play Billy Flynn in Chicago.
He's always pushing himself. It's terrible.
Middle child syndrome. So needy.
I asked Anna earlier, but why Greenville, Texas? It's a great place.
They're
but
paying
why
us.
It's a great place to hide, to sort of try out the show before we say we come to Dallas or we come to LA. It's a great place to work on the show and work out the kinks and figure out what works and what doesn't.
Hey, so I'm curious, since we're talking about dancing, each of you, what's your favorite? I love to dance. What's your favorite dance to do? What do you like? Any style.
Oh my God! It's like, what's your favorite child? You love them all. I'm sure there's a favorite child.
There's a troubled child in
yes,
there somewhere.
of course. For me, it really comes from the music. If I'm actually dancing a special number to Shirley singing, and it's from Oklahoma, and part of it is one dance and the other part is the other dance, but it comes from the music. So if the music happens to be a waltz, or the music happens to be a rumba or something flamenco, and that's kind of what you go with.
What are you? Are you a swing guy?
And any dance that includes Anna as my partner. You know, I was fortunate enough. I played the Patrick Swayze part in the series of Dirty Dancing, so I got to learn all the partner dances, rumba and samba and tango, and it was sort of a crash course. And Kenny Ortega, who was the choreographer at the time, actually brought me in for 8 weeks. I could move, but I wasn't a trained dancer, and it was amazing. I got to.
Do people still jitterbug?
Yes, they do.
They do? They
It's
still
a huge
jitterbug?
community. Yep.
Really? I'm so glad to hear
I
that.
think that's some kind of new technology.
Have they changed it?
Yeah, that's right. So surely people know you in the movies, at least. We'll start with that because I can't wait to get to Partridge Family. But before that, movies like Oklahoma and
Right.
Carousel and
Yes.
of course Music Man.
Yes.
I mean,
And I won an Academy Award for Elmer Gantry.
that's correct. And so I want to ask, what do you like? Was there, from the Partridge Family on TV to movies, did you have a favorite or?
Well, you know, Oklahoma was my first movie, and to star in that kind of movie when you're 18 years old is really quite phenomenal. So I was very, very fortunate and very blessed by that. I've loved to do all the musicals, but you know, I wanted to be an actress too, and so that was why I was very excited about Elmer Gantry when they gave me that role. You know.
Fabulous. Was Partridge Family as fun behind the scenes?
Yeah,
Was it really?
Yeah, it was. Well, you know, David Cassidy's my stepson, and of course he was in the show with me, and we had a great time. We really did. I was, you know, at that time, if you were making movies, they said don't do a television series. You know, it'll ruin your movie career. You know.
Oh, wow.
But I had 3 young boys at my house, and I said, and at that time we were doing movies all over the world. I was always on location in Europe someplace, you know, and I said, I want to do a television series so I can stay home and raise my kids, you know.
Sweet.
And I was thrilled, and I had the best time. It was almost 5 years, and it was a great time.
And we still had nannies.
Would you like to work that out right now?
No.
Listen, go ahead. Open ears.
We
right
have,
here.
no. My mom and I have had the opportunity to work together a lot. We started on Broadway and together, and we've developed a wonderful relationship where basically she just abuses me left and right. And
It's wonderful. I have such a good time.
Okay, Anna, you're one of the in Dancing with the Stars. What drew you originally to Dancing with the Stars? I mean, I know
What
it's the
drew me-
premier
what-
opportunity for a dancer, I guess.
Casting, really, an audition. That's what drew me into it. They send it, as usual, right? They send the call out. They actually personally called about 60 top dancers, ballroom dancers at the time, in the United States and Canada and England, and basically anybody who could speak English a bit. So,
And you've had some crazy partners too. Let's go through. Let's see. You've had Gary Busey. I'm not saying he's crazy. I said that was 2 separate sentences.
Crazy dancing. Crazy dancing.
Yeah.
careful with digging.
Yeah. Who are we looking at now? I can't see who you.
Yeah, this is Gary
speaking-
from last season. Yeah, this is just
There you go.
about
Okay,
6 months
speaking
ago.
of
He danced with you?
He did.
And you've come in
I
second
didn't know
twice.
he danced.
speaking of crazy dancing,
What?
don't you
Oh,
have,
do you want to?
don't you have a little something you're
Should
going
we
to do
show
here?
them? Should we show them our moves?
Yeah, we've
All right.
actually rehearsed.
Yeah,
a
we
few
rehearsed a little
moves.
something.
Wow.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's get. Yeah. Oh, you
Right.
wanted to be on that side?
Whichever side do you want to?
Are you ready?
Oh my goodness. This is not what we rehearsed, but that's okay.
Hang on. I was gonna read a book while she was spinning, but it's not
I'm
working.
waiting for
Okay,
you.
ready? Let's spin. I can't. Where are you? Oh, okay. And my book's upside down. This didn't work. We really have to rehearse this a little more. Thank you very much. Oh, gee. And there we go. And when the
He finally dropped the book.
right over to your seat.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank
Bravo.
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 I've got to take a knee after that.
That was excellent.
Thank
if
you
you want
very
to watch Anna really dance alongside some of the great professionals tomorrow and Sunday, you really danced.
Oh, okay.
We
That's
did.
what the prompter said. I wouldn't have said that if it wouldn't have said that. Okay.
You,
Go to,
you understand that the man is supposed to lead?
Oh, is that what
It's all at the Texan Theater, greenville.com. Seating is limited. 2 shows only. We got to go to Carrie. Fun, guys. Thanks.
Thank